Welcome back, Odooers. My name is Jose Ignacio. Let's be honest, making sales is one thing. Getting paid on time? Well, that's another. If your sales process isn't set up properly, you can end up with delayed payments, inventory confusion, or frustrated customers. Trust me, setting up your sales app is very important. Odoo offers two invoicing policies, but today we're going to focus on invoice what is ordered, where customers pay based on the quantities they ordered. This invoicing policy is best used when the cash flow is a priority for procuring components for the product that you're actually selling, when you need to pay your contractors before the order is delivered. So in this video, I'm going to show you how invoice what is ordered impacts your sales, inventory, and cash flow. So today, we're going to configure Odoo Sales application to accept online signatures and payments, apply the right payment terms, and select our invoicing policy. By the end, you're going to know exactly how to configure your sales workflow to align with your cash flow and fulfillment strategy. So enough chit chat, let's get started. Here I am inside of the sales application. So let's check our settings so that we can get confirmations faster and keep that cash flowing. So I'm going to select configuration over here up at the top and then select settings. So we're actually going to scroll down until we reach this quotations and orders section. I'm going to make sure that we have online signature right there enabled and online payment also enabled. And next, we're also going to scroll down over here to the shipping section. We need to ensure that delivery methods is also enabled. Perfect. This allows Odoo to automatically calculate shipping costs on quotes and sales orders. Next, we're actually going to go to the invoicing section, even further down. So the default thing that we have over here is invoice what is ordered, meaning customers are invoiced for the quantities that they ordered. The alternative is what I talked about, invoice what is delivered, meaning invoices are based on the validated delivery quantities. So now that these settings are enabled, we're going to make sure that these improve our sales workflow. And to make sure that your time is improved, make sure that you also save. Don't forget to save. Okay, it's a new day, and today I happen to be working with a major player in the pet wearables market, specializing in crocheted pet hats. They also happen to have given me some samples that I could wear myself. Anyways, I directly manage my inventory and prefer to collect payment up front. So the company prefers to use the invoice what is ordered option, which is common among retail businesses that do custom orders. So the new button over here is available on either the quotations or orders dashboard and opens up a blank quote form. I can navigate to either by clicking on, in my case, orders up at the top over here, or also selecting, quotations or orders right there. So we're just going to select orders because you might as well. All right, so let's whip up a new quote. So we're going to select new over here, and we've opened up a new blank quotation form. Our customer is going to be Gwynnifer Aniston over there. So the expiration field over here kind of helps keep our pipeline accurate and prevents outdated quotes from lingering by setting a 30-day in this case, right? Yep. A 30-day expiration, and it prevents outdated quotes from lingering. So that's kind of nice. So the payment terms field that we have right below it is where I can decide how and when we want to get paid. It's a nice little drop down that gives us a bunch of different options. I can also select if I wanted to installments or maybe other types of payments, immediate payment options based on my customer's agreement in that case too. You just never know, but you got options. So in my case, since I'm going to need to buy the yarn to make this custom order, I'm actually going to make sure that it is immediate payment inside of our field. So getting paid up front is also the less risky option, as the customer can't ghost me on the payment after the hat has been delivered. I'm going to then go to our product section. We're going to add one crochet hat right there. Perfect. And then I'm going to select the add shipping button down below. And for this one, I'm going to select standard delivery because I am poor. So the shipping cost has now been added as a line item right below on our quote. Isn't that nice and handy? So instead of emailing the quote, because we also have that as our first option over here with the send button, let's actually preview this. I want to see what the customer sees. Because we enabled online signatures and payments, Gwynnifer can actually click sign and pay over here. And once that she does that and selects accept and sign, boom. Once that's also finished over there, we hit pay. And just like that, we're confirmed instantly on our end. So let's actually go check that out. So let's go back over here to our edit mode. And Let's see what happens. So back on the sales order, let's check the chatter. If you look over here, we happen to have the payment link as well as everything that just happened. And it's all linked to this sales order. Wow. So why is the payment on the sales order and not on the invoice? Hmm. That's because sales orders are internal documents used to track orders. Invoices are official accounting documents used for taxes, customer expense tracking, and audits. So, to finalize the workflow, we're actually going to click Create Invoice over here in the top left. And then once we do, we're going to select for ours just to create a regular invoice as a draft right there. So, in this draft invoice that we have, notice we have our payment transaction right below as a nice little smart button. So, what does that mean? Well, when we click it, we can actually see the payment amount and it matches the invoice total $21.21. Boom. Told you. Let's actually go back over there. So, now that we're back over here, I'm going to confirm this. Perfect. So, after I finish creating Gwynnifer's hat, I'm going to go back to the sales order using our sales order smart button over here up at the top. And we're going to click on our nice little delivery smart button. It's a nice little daisy chain. Validate this. And boom, just like that, the order is confirmed, invoice and delivered with full payment secured. Beautiful. And that's it. You've learned how to automate your checkout with online payments, manage shipping costs, and the invoice what is ordered invoicing policy process flow. With the right configuration, your sales app doesn't just record orders, it helps you control revenue, fulfillment, and customer expectations. Happy selling, Odooers, and I'm going to see you in the next video where we're going to learn about invoice what is delivered, the second invoicing policy. Go grab a snack.